Hi guys, I hope y'all are doing really well on this beautiful Easter weekend. I wanted to go over the Heritage Project with everyone so that you feel comfortable as you start to select your interviewee, as well as ask them questions and doing the back research so that you feel comfortable with this project. For starters, you're going to go to the Getting Started module on eCourseWare. Click on your major assignments here, and you're going to click on the Heritage Project. You'll see a complete list of directions here for the 3 sections of your project. And then you will also see the highlighted links for the rubrics for the interview and paper rubric, as well as the presentation rubric. I really encourage you to read through this. I'm going to give kind of your overview. We're really looking, we call this the Heritage Project. We're going to be looking at someone's heritage that is different than your own. The entire purpose of this project is to really see the world from a different perspective, to look at how someone else was brought up, what their beliefs are, what their background is, why they believe what they believe. Yes, this is personal. Yes, you can keep it still professional. It doesn't have to, go into every little nitty-gritty detail, but you want to see what makes the details that make this person unique and that make them their own person. You also want to see what their culture is, what their ethnicity is, and their religion. To qualify as kind of as a perfect interviewee, I want them to differ on at least 2 aspects. You can see here on your interviewee, under your interview, you can see when you're selecting someone to interview, they should differ from you on at least 2 aspects of heritage. For example, if you are a Caucasian male who grew up in the UK and practices Catholicism, your interviewee might be someone like this, a Hispanic female who grew up in New York and practices Catholicism. Yes, you may have the same religion, but you are differing in the way that you're differing in your ethnicity as well as your culture. Different regions of the world, different countries even. So you are going to meet with your interviewee and you're going to give them the 2 assessments. Obviously, you're not meeting with them in person. You're going to be doing this over the phone or through FaceTime or Zoom or some other way to virtually meet with them. You're going to give them the heritage assessment that you yourself have completed, and you're also going to give them the ethno-health assessment. You should familiarize yourself through research on your interviewee's culture, ethnicity, and religion before conducting the interview. It's very important that you do this before conducting the interviewee because it's going to aid in your discussion with them. You should have a rough draft of their culture, their ethnicity, and as well as their culture, ethnicity, and religion before you going to the interview. You want to kind of show them what you found about their heritage and discuss what aspects they practice and believe. I have already gotten to view what many of you believe, and a lot of you will tell me maybe that you're a Christian, and then you talk about certain aspects of Christianity that you practice. You may not practice all aspects of Christianity. So if that makes sense, because I want you to be able to tell me what they believe, right? What aspects or what pillars do they believe of their religion? You can see the paper. It should include all of these subtitles. I am really big on subtitles because it helps me read the information and it's not jumbled together. It really gives a good organization to your papers, your introduction, your culture, their ethnicity, their religion, their ethno-health assessment, and their reflective summary. So you're going to be giving me an overview of what this paper is going to include. You're going to introduce your interviewee. You're going to describe their background. You should get that information from the heritage assessment and why you chose them, your relationship with them. Now, of course, if you have contacted me about helping you with a partner, obviously you can say we took this class together, right? Something along those lines. You can see through this with culture, you're writing about their culture. I want you to make sure that you are including the research that you've conducted on their culture. Like if they are from a specific country, if they are from a specific region of the US, you're going to include this. What does their culture really look like? In terms of ethnicity, you're going to write about their ethnicity. You're also going to make sure that you're highlighting specific health risks that may be more, that they have higher health risks in a particular ethnic group. This is very common. Certain ethnic groups are more at risk for certain health disorders, diseases, etc. That's very common, something we always see in research, but I want you to make sure you highlight that there. You're also going to include the answers to questions 2 through 4 on your ethno-health assessment here. All right, with religion, you're going to tell me what aspects of their religion that they practice and believe. So if they tell you that they are a practicing Catholic, what does that look like? You should be able to describe that in detail with me. Your ethno-health assessment, you're also going to make sure that you're answering questions 5 through 8 on the ethno-health assessment here. So by now, this will be your second time to administer the ethno-health assessment. The first time you administered it with a family member, the second time you're going to be administering it with your interviewee. All right, so with closing the paper, you're going to have a reflective summary. When closing the paper, you will reflect on what aspects of your interviewee's heritage plays the largest role on their health. Why do you feel this way? So what do you think contributes to their health? What do you think plays the biggest role here? So if they eat really healthy, why are they eating really healthy? Is that how they were always raised? Is that the culture they were raised with? Is that something their family kind of passed down to them? Are they very different? Maybe they saw the negative consequences. Maybe they have family members who are diabetic, and so they no longer eat the same way that their family members do because the negative consequences that they've seen. So I want you to make sure that you are using 5 credible sources to research your interviewee's culture, ethnicity, and religion. They should be cited throughout the paper in your APA style. You need to make sure you have the bibliography at the end, as well as your paper should be in APA, double-spaced, written in 12-point font. Make sure to include that cover sheet. You're going to be using what I'm using right now, which is Screencast-O-Matic. I'm going to show you the website here. I do want to point out the presentation will have a minimum of 10 slides and last no longer than 5 minutes. You should have these slides included: your introduction, introducing your interviewee, your culture, ethnicity, religion, the ethno-health assessment, and reflective summary. This is Screencast-O-Matic right here. You can click on Screencast-O-Matic, then you'll click on launching the free recorder, and you'll select either the webcam, the screen, or both. I am using both, so I can tell you all about this actual project. Hopefully this has helped you understand and get a better grasp on this project. I am always here for questions. This is a large project because I really, I see a lot of value in learning from people who are different than you are. We have really highlighted so much in this course about the aspects of culture, the aspects of the various religious groups, as well as the different ethnic groups, and how certain stereotypes obviously go along with different groups, and how we want to dispel any stereotypes, and we want to really look at people and love them for who they are, for how they've been raised, and really having that love for people. And I hope that this project will continue to add to your repertoire of really building your toolkit for working with a variety of people, a variety of worldviews, and that you will really be able to take the best care of them because you are kind of looking at the world as much as you can through their eyes. Feel free to email me, like I've said. I hope that you enjoy this. This is one of my favorite projects that I've given out over the years, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. Have a great day.